Hello. Today is March 23rd, 2021. Hope you're well. It seems that anyone who is serious about understanding, about gaining any kind of insight, is going to have to ask all the questions that he can think of. He's going to have to ask the questions that he doesn't want to ask and be willing to receive whatever the answer might be. Otherwise, you're not serious. If I'm asking the bigger whatever to give me some insight, yet I say, however, if that insight contradicts this list of things that I'm holding on to, I don't want to see whatever that is. See, that's not serious. It's like saying to somebody, just tell me the truth, except if it's this, or this. But tell me the truth, but not any of that stuff. Okay, you don't really want the truth. You want what you want to hear something that you want to hear, and you don't want to hear something that might contradict beliefs that you're already holding on to. One of those thoughts that passed, or one of those questions that passed recently for myself was, what if not only is this all just a game, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but what if it's a game and it's like some of the Greeks and the Romans had in their minds, that the ones who are running the show, or the ones who are making the rules to the game, are horrible, horrible gods, horrible beings that just, now some of them were not, but some of them were, but to the ones who were, humans were just little playthings, and just being able to mess around with a human just for the sake of doing it because you have the power to do it. That was all they needed. Just to kind of screw around with stuff. No reason. Because I can. Maybe, I thought, maybe the situation isn't far from that. At least consider it. If we're going to be serious, we got to consider it, right? We got to consider everything that comes in one's mind and not dismiss it because it's uncomfortable. Even if it seems absurd, if there's any bit of seriousness in the question, then it, if we're serious, then it deserves to be discovered or considered. So yeah, I'm thinking, what if the gods or the head honcho or whatever is just like, you know what? I'm just going to manipulate things to my own liking, and I don't really care. humans are suffering or not suffering or any. I'm indifferent. I don't care. What if this is the person that's in charge? And so then the question after that, see, this peels and peels and peels back, right? So the next question is, but what about when people feel something in their heart and it causes them to feel joy and a connection on some level? What about when they are kind and beautiful beings that are, just feeling content in themselves because they've come upon something? Well, see, they came upon something. So doesn't that say that at least there are some of these beings that are in charge that are benevolent? Otherwise, why would people be feeling good feelings? And then the retort to that was, what if the designers of the human being designed a human being to be able to feel feelings that they believe in their heart come from some deep spiritual connection they have with something or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it's just still an illusion, you see. It's just part of the game. So the idea is that no matter what ideas or feelings and emotions that a human being goes through, it's all just part of the game. So, so no, there's, in a sense, that's not a benevolent being there. That's another way of manipulating human beings. See? So yeah. Now, that's a lot. And if your head's spinning a little bit, well, mine was too. It still is. That's a lot. And right now, I don't think many people are going all the way down that road and further. Unless you're like a philosopher or something, and somebody who just enjoys going down the rabbit hole. Because it's just... Because if that's true, a lot of people are going to be like, well, I've wasted a hell of a lot of time and energy, and I've been duped. And this God that I thought loved me and was going to bless me at the end of it all, and that's not happening. Everything I believed was what? Just a trick? Some kind of a magic trick played on me by the gods? So yeah, no, we're not going there. I'm just gonna hold on to what we got. So, those were some of the thoughts that have been passing through my mind lately. And there are some other thoughts too, but we're gonna do that in a different recording, because these are really it's continuing this, but it really there's no telling how it's going to be developed onto this device, because there's a lot to it. But at any rate, we're going to close this one out now, and as always, hope this gave you something to think about at least. And we'll get started with the next segment. Bye.